We are on IronRush 4v4. It's the subjet version. There's only one navy each. Team 1, we have purple here is Eric. Yellow is Triggermate. This might be 2v6. Interesting. On this side of the map, we have Quick 58 in orange. Pink is Willie. Blue is Back in Action 21. Teal is Buddy07. Red is Miller. And green is Rochelle. Yeah, alright. Curious to see how this goes. This was on the upper limit of what I seem to be able to download reliably, about 30 to 40 minutes in the menu. Although you can see here the progress bar does, yeah, the time on this progress bar is a different, doesn't flow at 1 second per second. Unless this was a total fuck up and Orange went the wrong way. Just made it back before the AI has landed. Interesting.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay, no, it was a 4v4 and two players went the wrong way. And one of them figured it out. And Pink now is just tidily is into Blue, who is back in action. I have no idea what's going on here. Blue trying to get some revenge, trying to scout at least for his team.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's not it's not real nice. Like the occasional fuck up, everyone understands. I think, especially for newer players, but like it does ruin the game a fair bit. Depending on how it plays out. So, okay, interesting. How's he done that? Has he brought it back as well that I missed? Okay. So, all right, we're back. Take it all back. We're back to 4-on-4 now. Sorry about the. Sorry, that's just really tickled me today. I'm in a good mood. Um, so yeah, purple Eric was here immediately, as I believe yellow was. So they're set up and progressing with their builds. Orange and blue, as you would imagine, are well behind the game. Yeah, pink just dealing with that AA. So on this side, we've got pink, who's not really active yet. So whether there was some back and forth with infantry that slowed pink down a little bit, not sure. War Factory's out now. See teal build there. You can see red. Yeah, a bit of congestion with the way these bases are all placed. Yeah, so they've got to be careful that they leave each other room to harvest here. And yeah, green well established and has been crawling down, getting lots of rockets out into a war factory now. So we will fast forward just a couple of minutes. We see the game taking shape now. Purple has done 3 war factories into some MiGs and choppers. Yellow, pure war factory build, crawling out here with silos to get war factories out closer to the middle. Blue, yeah, similar story, bit of air defense out as well. Not many rockets, just one SAM, but yeah, thinking about it at least. Orange was also late to move, is catching up. A couple of war factories and into some air. Does have the service depot there. Not sure if they're 100% aware, familiar with this map. We usually set the tech level so that you can't build MCVs. So you get one and only one, unless you can capture one off the enemy. On this side of the map, green, yeah, 4 war factories into MiGs. Red has sort of broken out of this, was cornered in here and has hopped across and is now out here doing quite a lot of MiGs. Yeah, Teal trying to do it all off one refinery. That's not going to cut it. Up to 5 war factories now. Yeah, with that many war factories and that many kennels with the barracks, yeah, we can see their Teal struggling cash wise as a result. Red and pink have left just enough room, so Teal should be able to get a refinery here. Pink would do well just to maybe get this guy to harvest down here. Teal could set up here, could potentially fit in here as well, or maybe just set it back a little bit and harvest here, and would still be pretty good. Pink, yeah, not much progress of any kind, really. Just one more war factory. Also gone to service depot. Okay, we see Teal is set up down here. Teal's captured this and has their second and third refineries. So yeah, okay, that's smart. And the cash that we saw before, the cash flow issues, is likely just a result of they're producing so many units at once. So we see red MiGs are up and operating. See what they're after. We'll check in on the map vision soon. Oh, so sorry, I shouldn't laugh. It's just unfortunate for Orange here. So they were reacting. They had a bit of air defense. There were never enough MiGs there to really threaten the MCV, but Orange has tried to pack that up anyway and move it to prevent the air attack. But what that has meant is that Orange has effectively just lost that building because there was no tanks within the limit that would allow the building to turn back into a vehicle. Red was after the refinery all along, I'm guessing. They did manage to slip an engineer in there during the attack to keep it alive. But yeah, with that MCV now gone, that is not ideal at all. See how Eric likes it for once. If his team is the one losing the MCVs, usually it's Eric who's making those plays on the other team. And you can see here he has got some transports and a navy available to do that if he chooses to. So yeah, team 2 just sort of inching forward. The middle's clear of AI mostly, so they've got it contained. They could really move in at the moment. This area is a little bit wide open. Potentially could get some scouts through here. Team 1, yeah, so Orange was sort of slow on their build and is never going to catch up now. So not huge tank numbers. Yellow, okay numbers. Blue, yeah, not huge numbers. And we can see some pink MiGs also coming in to snipe at them. And blue's just left them within range of those destroyers. Pink sent MiGs up here is softening up this island. Either trying to deny it to green or might even think about their own attacks soon. They have the option to do an airborne assault with engineers, and now that this is the only anti-air, yeah, it's very possible to get some choppers in there. Yeah, so Eric very methodically just wiping the AA off this island. As we see, there was another airstrike inbound. Didn't see what that was, but whatever it is, the red MiGs have realised that Orange now, with no MCV, every building Orange loses is one that they're not getting back. So yeah, smart move just to use those MiGs. There's not a lot of air defense over here either. Oh, there is sort of now, but there's enough gaps that you can just snipe away at that. So we'll come back to the island. Eric looks like he's after the last AA cannon. So he is. Red getting organised, grouped in the middle as a waypoint. Yep, coming in after orange again. War factory, I think, or no refinery. Smart move. No cash coming in now for orange. Sorry, there was one more refinery down here. His team, blue and yellow here, would do well to try and help him protect this. Yeah, see, rockets moving now, but it's all a little bit too late. Pink also coming in, flying over air defense. But enough rockets. No? Okay, so yeah, nearly got the radar done, but not quite. A tighter grouping there, or a smarter way through that didn't overfly rockets and SAM sites might have done that. Green, just free shots at V2s. Red coming in now, bit tighter grouping than the last attack. A few more numbers. Looks like, yeah, skirting around. Okay, after this refinery. So they've seen it now. Okay, yeah, so I didn't check in on this before, so they didn't have the best vision, and it looks like they have managed to get a spy plane on that. So and now the engineer's gone in to repair it. You would think a coordinated attack is what's required here to get that done. Blue is now responding, and so is yellow, like I suggested just before. So, yeah, just looking at the relative numbers and everything, it's very possible that orange may just hang on to this. Although with all the harvesters going to the same refinery, it's very possible that the cash won't be coming in anyway. While they're thinking about what to do there, I think Red has just decided to deal with some of this air defense that he's been struggling against. And yeah, we missed this, but we see the chopper here. So Eric has indeed come and captured up here, established a build radius, put a sub pen on this side of the rocks, and is now rolling green out of this area. Red can't respond because these AA cannons are still here. Especially not like this, one by one, they're just going to die. Perhaps if he came around from the south. But regardless, Green Navy has been rolled back. Purple is actively engaged here. Is building more sub-pens and has the reserve production down here, which is giving increased build speed. Huge numbers of submarines, just a slow... they can only fit one submarine each to fire at each other. Okay, there we go. Red has skirted around this AA now and is now starting to hit the island. Eric can't do a heap just this minute. A few tanks over there would be good. Definitely some air defense if he's building that. Last resort is just lots more buildings to wait out this battle. But I see red MiGs are coming in again. A couple of green V2s, which Eric can't attack. Yeah, see, red now has got it nearly done. Green also coming in. Pink also coming in. Pink not going to get through. But green, a bit smarter with the routing, has avoided this AA. Has managed to get another ore silo out. So it's sort of happening here in slow motion. But the Navy's been dealt with. Eric's not really on top of these guys, but he has got two. Okay, he is moving now. So he's got a few transports here for a potential push with tanks. We'll follow Red's MiGs for a little while. Probably would have been more strategically smart to really finish this island off before moving back to orange. Green's active here, yeah. So okay, so green is also is dealing with this rather than the island.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I mean they can see these transports. They should know what Eric is up
Vehicle
to. So
informative.
if you're not going to attack this, I think the very next best thing would be to get
Yes, sir.
get the
Acknowledged.
transports dealt with.
Yes,
That way,
sir.
no tanks are
Affirmative.
going to come across. But then Eric,
Yes,
with
sir.
maintaining
Yes,
this
sir.
build radius,
Awaiting
can always
orders.
rebuild the sub pen and
Yes, sir.
build more. So yeah, they
Yes,
really
sir.
need to be
Affirmative.
dealing
Yes,
with these
sir.
buildings first and
Acknowledged.
foremost. Pink,
Affirmative.
decent numbers now, but still too close to this AA. Lost most of his force. Just trying to deny that nuke to
Yes, sir.
Eric,
Affirmative.
but has actually now
Yes, sir.
put it on red
Affirmative.
health. So if Eric does have another engineer, he might catch that. Red MiGs now. Yeah, okay, just taking Orange's eyes out there just makes it harder for him to get involved later. Green MiGs now. Okay, Eric's popped the tech center here of all things. Must have just been what he had building. Green finished the nuke, had some rockets left, and came over and just target of opportunity. Green moving V2s. Don't know if they're intentionally attacking the AA. Okay, pink now dodging that AA more, and so has rolled that back. See, red's gone off again by themselves. We see some pings happening here.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, I think green's just telling pink maybe that yeah, see, smart move by green there. I'd say here green's telling his teammate pink, who's been flying too close to these, that he needs to watch out. Green, we just saw there attacking one of the transports. So that's a good move. But yeah, honestly, if it was me, I would be in my teammate Red's ear and I would be pinging this non-stop, saying, "What the hell are you doing? Clear this island first with me. Then we're free to do whatever we want." Green now, back again. See, transports. Okay, no, he has gone for that one. This one's here. Will he react? Yes. Yeah, smart flying there from green. 2 more transports gone. I believe they were full of tanks. They were loading. There is one left that they can now see. So at most, Eric's getting 5 tanks across. Green does have a couple of tanks here. So maybe we'll get a couple of shots at it. Although green's force firing, I think, for submarines. Reacting now. Yep, okay, good. Got the transport off. Sunk. Only 3 of yellow's tanks have managed to get off the transport before it died.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting affirmative.
Purple there was the one pinging, so it was purple's transport, but it had yellow's tanks in it. Yellow has managed to get these tanks past the beach, though, and is getting a half-decent scout in.
Yes, sir.
So we'll just see what yellow ends up finding with this scout. Just confirming the outskirts of red's base. Few war factories, which might be a good target. Just depends how heavily defended they are with anti-air. I think he got as far as about here before the rockets and the MiGs got him. And has managed to... Okay, no, still one more. So I think got round the back again of green here. So a few of green's refineries have been spotted.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
See where he's been clicking on the map, trying to get down the back into the ore.
Affirmative.
And then going to scout down the right-hand edge.
Affirmative.
You can hear the constant clicks. Okay, they found green MCV, that's good. So yeah, the constant clicks are suggesting that red is very actively here and moving this vehicle. Okay, they found red MCV, so a really good scout here in the end. Oh, and even crashed a few engineers. Killed another one. Might even get this one dead. No, running away from the flame tower. Just surviving. Looks like they've already had this, but that might have been from when blue set up on the wrong side. So all 4 MCVs are now visible. Looks like yellow's going to get this scout
Acknowledged.
entirely through the back of Team 2's base here. So really,
Acknowledged.
really good play there from Team 1, and really poor response from Team 2. Really no response at all. As we see, yeah, Eric, because he maintained that build radius and Team 2 didn't wipe him off, he's still here. He's rebuilt the sub pens. Orange is been slowly getting pushed back, but yeah, look, yellow. I mean, tank numbers, Team 2 definitely with the advantage, I would say. Only yellow and purple have tanks on Team 1 with any real numbers. Decent set of MiGs there from Eric, which he hasn't, apart from taking that island, he hasn't been using in the last few minutes. Possible to hold on here, especially if they are. So yellow and blue have brought their production up here with some air defense. So yeah, if a battle starts, these guys will be spawning a lot right here. TL now onto the V2s. Yellow responding more or less instantly, pushing them back. So just a minor skirmish. Yellow's going to lose a few takes regardless, no matter what he does. So has to attack. Yellow, though, is, you know, the largest tank army on Team 1, so can afford to lose a few here. And yeah, with this production, and we see is building. So I would say that's a pretty even exchange, maybe even in yellow's favour. Green there was just doing an airstrike. Yeah, see Eric's rebuilding. Okay, he's lost that sub pen. Eric's rebuilt at least one transport. Green did get a submarine out, or still had one from before, so he's trying to get that.
Acknowledged.
They've got a good enough scout, but it is just a useful tactic to continually harass the north and just draw a few tanks away just to guard that area. Green inbound after the transport. Oh, so the transport was moving, so it's managed to just get away. And yeah, now see some AAs up as well as a few more silos. So they may have missed their opportunity to get Eric off this island if they had been a bit quicker getting those silos and a bit more coordinated. This wouldn't be happening right now. So Eric's got his sub pen back up, had a transport queued up. V2 fired at it. The V2 ended up splash damaging on Green's submarine there quite critically. So you'd imagine the only unit he's got left up here is gone. Yeah, there he goes. 2 more transports out now. Eric getting some of his own tanks into his own transports this time. Green back, see if he's going to get this transport. Yeah, there's been a fuck up there. Okay, and maybe lose this one. Nicely done. They're still here in a few numbers with a few rockets, so they managed to get one of the V2s as well. So good flying there from Team 2. Yeah, target of opportunity. Take out the V2s. Softest target there. So Team 2 a little bit more awake to this threat now. Anyone who's played Eric knows that he will be doing this shit to you non-stop if you let him. You really just have to, yeah, you really had to clear that island if you didn't want to be dealing with this. But it's part of the fun. Okay, it's about to move, is it? No. Sunk. Just loaded up and just managed to sink it. So good flying from Red. Green's back here again, trying with some subs. Looks like they've got a few in numbers now, and there are a couple of V2s. Red, maybe if they brought their tanks into range too, just might help just enough to sway the battle. I mean, V2s along here are gonna start ranging some of these buildings too. Okay, as we see the battle in the middle's been engaged. Well, maybe not even a battle, but Teal's just moved to occupy, and that's drawn a response from yellow. Pink MiGs, flying and dying. I was going to say purple rather, has not really responded yet. Okay, as we see yellow, yeah, massive production here. Probably I dare say biggest on the map. I haven't looked at team. Oh, interesting. We've missed something here. Let's I'll finish I'll finish my thought. Okay, yeah, Teal's got a good. I just wanted to check in on Team Two's production. Okay, green's not bad. Red caught up after the MiGs. Okay, so yeah, yellow for whatever reason, just getting huge numbers of tanks rebuilding there. But unfortunately, has just continued to push in when holding was what was required. We are going to just jump back a minute or so just to see what happened over this side. I did see a chopper, a transport helicopter rather, with an IC on it. Eric does have those ones there. He is getting some engineers out of whatever battles are happening at the moment. Yeah, Eric usually does tons more engineers than that up front. So maybe he was just distracted in this game. So maybe he's just been able to get those out now and decided now's the time. Yeah, so we can at least see what's happened here. Okay, no, green has sort of gone maybe to try and scout and get through. Does look like one tank nearly got through. And I guess Teal's just moved to engage or to cover and occupy, and that is what's kicked off that battle earlier. Yeah, no update on what Eric has achieved there, so we'll just stick with this for the quick moment. See, Teal a little bit overextended here. Yellow still had good numbers. Okay, this is what's happened. Eric has this chopper here, landed close. IC is thrown on it. Yeah, because the IC doesn't last forever. Has managed to land it right next to the MCV. Nothing can touch him. No ground units in range. Oh, sorry, there was a V2, so that must have... Let's see what happens here. Okay, that's what's happened, because yeah, I saw this had been damaged and I thought some engineers must have died. Okay, and that's now dealt with. So yeah, just managed to avoid that play. Although he's still on low damage, and purple has immediately sent MiGs after it. So quickly, in fact, he hasn't even grouped them. I don't think this is gonna... Oh yes, just. Only just. Amazing from Eric there. It recognised an opportunity, knew that there were no engineers around. Pink did not get set up for this early enough in the game, like Teal has done here. I mean, even as a teammate, given you that close, if you've recognised that situation, you should have reacted with your own engineer. But yeah, so good move from Eric. He's managed to sort of level the playing field here. And Orange is managing to still build, has half decent air production, is harvesting, and is getting a few tanks and rockets. So, and yeah, team two, I think Green did manage to get that tank through and scout a little bit, but doesn't look like they've. Can't remember if this was what they just did or whether that was with spy planes, but. Red now also getting through and just a handful of numbers. Yellow is just a little bit too late to close that gap. Now has to respond, although Orange is already scouted and I don't think is going to lose anything here. Apart, well, not from the tanks anyway. The MiGs are a different story. So yeah, Orange still active enough to be able to just clean that up, which means Yellow's free to plug that gap and even push forward a little bit. Just checking in, yeah, so Eric was busy there. Not getting heaps of production out and lost a lot of MiGs on that, so still a bit vulnerable here, Team 1. Blue, okay, Blue's getting scouted now. I think this is new information for them, for Team 2. So that'll be useful for their MiGs. Teal with quite a few MiGs now as well. Blue with some numbers here really needs to get them to the front ASAP. Eric, if he can, really needs to be back to tank production now. A little bit of a V2 exchange happening here. Yellow, yeah, has pushed a little bit, recognizing that there's a lot of V2s in this that they can deal with. Nearly allowing Red to get through to scout. Red's now recognised that opportunity and has just gone for it. So I think 3 or 4 of these tanks will get away. These ones, yeah, Orange just got in front of, and that's just maybe been enough to, well, it's killed that one. Might, yeah, so 3 or 4, 5 tanks through. Green now also trying the same thing. Orange trying to close this gap by themselves. This is where these tanks here would really come in handy. So we hear submarine. So green very active here. So purple was busy with that attack and is busy retooling their economy towards tanks, hopefully. Looks like they're also making plays on this island. Yeah, so purple's busy, but maybe Team 1 really just needs to focus on holding this for the minute. They can absorb this if they're quick. See, blue's got a few tank numbers now. Still got these back here. Yellow's always bringing them up. Yeah, blue's getting them from here, but not back here. And because that was his first factory, that half of them are always just going to come appear there, which is really unfortunate for blue in this situation. Though that said, they are holding on. And orange is aware and responding to this little probe from red. And again, you would think still in the game enough that orange can just respond and tidy this up. Although, yeah, has managed to cut most of them off and is forgetting about this one. Choppers are chasing that one. They managed to get it down. Okay, red's regrouped, which was a mistake. That one that was ahead should have kept going. Just enough time now that the choppers, although perhaps that was a decoy, because now this one has managed to pull out by themselves. But they've got all of this scouted by now anyway, do they? No, this is orange. Yeah, so, okay, yeah, maybe going to get through here, find out some new things, but the rockets are, yeah, okay, the rockets have dealt with that, so always trying something. I mean, really, Orange knows that, well, as a player here, you know that other team is going to try and come down the back, so leaving these tanks here is actually just a simple way to deal with that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, as we see red now has pushed in greater numbers. Teal has been pushing and looks like there's a full-on engagement now after the V2 exchange. Blue has not grabbed these tanks at any point. See, purple was busy elsewhere now. He's done a bunch of kennels, maybe going to just get the build radius so that he can get more war factories up here without building out his airfields, but, you know, really needed to be on this a few minutes ago because, yeah, team 2 really have had a tank number advantage for pretty sure this entire game. Just looking at the cash, we can see blue and red are very strapped for cash. Blue looks like there's only the 3 refineries, never got any extra harvesters, so that explains why. Red, yeah, not the best organized economy either. So yeah, you can see what's happening there. Everyone else has a decent enough buffer. Teals, Migs coming in around the back. Okay, that's smart. We've sort of forgotten that Orange lost their MCV, or at least Team 2 had. Okay, we hear a sell-off now. Okay, that's Eric selling airfields. Strategic decision to switch, or a quit. A quit. Eric's quitting. Yeah, I think he's recognised the difference in numbers, the fact that Orange is now effectively out of the game. probably frustrated with his team. Okay, blue has brought those up now. Yellow started switching to mammoths, and team two hadn't broken in yet. It was going to be possible to hold. Yeah, yellow's quit now. So unfortunate there, I guess. Maybe they were just time limited, but it was effectively 3v3 still, and Team 1 could have held on to this battle and regrouped. And it could have really developed into quite a battle even longer. That said, such a battle I would never be able to download a replay of it. It would just crash. Yeah, okay. One more quit there. From blue, I think it was. Orange. So Eric was the first to start selling, but has not gone through with it. Is for whatever reason just down here attacking buildings, just waiting. Still selling though. Probably chatting in the game in between this, just either bantering or complaining. Teal's down here now. Final few sales. Maybe there's one more building, or maybe Eric. Oh yeah, building's in the north. There we go. And that is that. Interesting game. Fell apart, but was pretty fun to watch for all of that. Eric really pushing and really being able to sway the game back in Team One's balance. Wouldn't say favour, but at least restored the balance after Orange losing their MCV. Some amazing moves there to capture that North Island, as well as deal with Pink's MCV. So yeah, unsurprisingly, man of the match there, according to the stats. The other stats are there, but Team 2 just pretty well always had superior tank numbers, and really one or two good pushes was what was required to really put Team 1 under pressure there. So we'll leave it there. Good game, everyone. And yeah, hope you enjoyed.